Hey budget foodies, it's your girl Annie B. Today I made an absolutely delicious, flavorful, and comforting pumpkin chicken noodle soup, perfect for this time. And because I love y'all, I have the full recipe down in the description box below. It is a must try and it is affordable. Now, while we're going through this whole recipe, there's something really important I want to talk about. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of people say, I'm glad they're cutting SNAP benefits. I'm tired of paying for lazy people to eat. But let's pause and really think about that, because SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, isn't some handout for people who don't want to work. It's a lifeline for millions of Americans who are working. They're just not earning enough to keep up with rising prices. In fact, nearly 40% of SNAP recipients have jobs. They're cashiers, caregivers, delivery drivers, and food service workers. They're the ones stocking shelves, cleaning hospitals, cooking meals, often working full-time and still struggling to afford groceries. And guess what? Most of the others on SNAP are children, seniors, or people living with disabilities. That's who we're talking about when we say quote-unquote food stamps. That's who would go hungry if the help disappeared. The truth is, SNAP costs each taxpayer about $330 a year, less than $1 a day. Do your research. That dollar makes sure millions of kids have dinner tonight. It keeps food pantries from being overwhelmed, and it boosts local businesses because every dollar in SNAP spending brings about $1.50 back into the economy. So no, you're not paying for lazy people to eat. You're investing in your neighbor. Okay? You're helping a single mom feed her kids after a double shift. You're helping a senior choose between dinner and medicine and giving them both. And let's be honest, any one of us could need help someday. Any one of us could get laid off, have an illness, a bad month, an accident. Life can change fast. That's why programs like SNAP exist, not to enable laziness, but to preserve dignity. So before we cheer about cutting someone else's meal, maybe we can ask, would I want my neighbor to cheer if it were me? Because at the end of the day, the measure of a great nation isn't how much we take. It's how we care for those who have the least. So as Americans, this is the time when you uplift, because things are changing fast, and not just for people on government assistance, but for the world. So we need to have compassion for one another. We need to hold one another accountable. So please remember, my budget foodies, this is the time where you need to know that you are not powerless, and it is time to eat well and spend less.